How's it going, Farmer Life family?
Hi, family.
Well, here it is. Take a look at it. How many years have we been talking about this? Many, many. Those of you that have come here, we've talked about the Farmer Life swimming pool for a couple different reasons, 2 or 3 different main reasons. One, of course, let's say someone who comes here and they're very sick and they can't get up and down the hills of Costa Rica.
It is hilly in this country.
Or the mountains of Costa Rica, right? It's very difficult. So now we can get them in the water for things like water aerobics and many different exercises.
Just walking in water.
As you can see here, it's like a lane. It's 16 meters, right?
16-meter lap lane.
Yeah.
And shallow. It's like 4.5 feet deep, so you can definitely walk it as well as swim it.
So there's a lot of different things that you can do. You can walk the water, water aerobics, swimming, kicking laps for people that have bad backs, for different things. It's a very therapeutic pool. It's also going to be ultraviolet light cleaned and hydrogen peroxide, so no chemicals whatsoever will be in this pool, so people will be able to enjoy it and not have to worry about chemicals at all on their skin. Nothing but healing, and as we know, hydrogen peroxide increases the oxygen in the blood, right? So here it is, and again, we've been talking about it for so long, and thank you so much for all the people that donated for this cause, because this was something that was very, very important. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I just want to say there that 50% of this was funded by donations.
Yes, absolutely.
50% of all this construction, all the pool equipment, everything.
Yep.
And we made a lot of efforts to do what we could to keep the cost of pool construction really low, which this video is going to cover. We did what's called Ferrocement construction.
Yeah.
We didn't build a cement block, which would have been crazy expensive to get all that out here at the end of the road. And then the other thing that really helped us manage our expenses was Greg at Finca Ipe. He's the guy who built this farm. Like, he built my house, and over there he built the dining hall like 8 years ago. But he lent us his crew, and he took a vacation. So we had this crew of 4 guys, super talented. They knew exactly what they were doing. We just paid them their salaries, and we didn't have to pay a construction company any management fees or anything.
Yeah, a lot of things happened for us to where we could save a lot of different money. New technologies to build the pool a lot cheaper. You know, we got quoted at some really ridiculous numbers, and we actually came in and were able to do this pool for a really fairly affordable rate, so that we could put it here, you know.
And let's acknowledge this guy standing next to you. Who is that?
Yeah, this guy is Henry. He's our farm manager, and a lot of you know him if you've been here before. He's amazing. His knowledge. I mean, for example, like the skimmers and stuff, we had no idea. I mean, a pool company.
We had some learning curves.
A pool company didn't do this.
Yeah.
This was people saying, well, maybe we can do it, I don't know. And we looked at designs, asked a lot of questions to people that
toured other pools in the neighborhood.
Toured other pools, and we figured out how to do a plumbing system with the skimmers and the jets and stuff like that. Were all done and designed by this guy and put in the ground. And hopefully it all works, right?
He's a little nervous.
Cross our fingers.
Not funny.
You know, hopefully it all works good. And then over there we've got a pump house. You know, we built a pump house where there's going to be the pump, the ultraviolet light, all kinds of different things inside, the hydrogen peroxide. And on top of that, in the future, is going to be a big yoga deck. It's going to be a big wooden deck for meditation or yoga or for laying out and getting sun. So not only is this area a medicine, you know, the medicine of water for exercise in the pool, but it's also an area where you can get the medicine of the sun, right?
Clearly a lot of that right now.
Yeah, right now it's a really sunny day here in September.
Reflecting white cement, and you'll see at the end of the video, that's because it all has to cure for a month, and then we're going to stain it, acid stain it, the color scheme that we're going for, which is a lot of terracotta colors.
Right.
And the pool itself is going to be passive solar, black.
Yeah, it's going to be a black bottom pool, so the water's going to get a little bit warmer. As you can see the white, you see how much reflection that's happening right now. So black will be just the opposite, and it'll
absorb
keep the heat. So it'll warm up the water a little bit.
Because even though can be super hot here, gracias, Henry.
Yeah, gracias, Henry.
It can be super hot here in Costa Rica, but 9 months out of the year it's more or less rainy season, and it's much cooler. So the passive solar might give us an additional 5-10 degrees Fahrenheit warm.
Yeah, and that's a lot.
That is a lot. I plan to be in this pool every day, and I think I could use that.
Yeah, so people now will have, and this is all right near all the cabins. All the cabins, very close,
Coco
just
Mono
short
up
little
there.
walks away.
We built those last year.
Yeah.
And this, can we just speak to this is kind of one of our final construction projects.
This is one of the big ones. I mean, we've got 2 left. We got this one, and then we have one more, which is doing a second floor on the volunteer house. And it would also, I mean, this isn't it's not a construction project, but we want to make
we want to
make Farmalife grid tie solar. So we're excited about that. So kind of to have an alternative. We're an alternative healing center, right? So why not have an alternative energy source like nature, like the sun? And so we're going to look into that here in the months ahead.
The idea there is that we probably need somewhere like 50 solar panels that would tie into the grid, and then our electric bill will be cost neutral, and all that solar power will be going into the grid.
More donations campaigns to come, but we're almost done. We're coming close as far as the full capital build out of the Farmalife.
This pool is very exciting. We started 3 months ago with the bulldozer, which is where we're going to clip to right now to show you the entire construction process.
Right. And I know, hold on a second, I know some of you are out there going, wait a minute, this was the sun gazing spot.
Oh, that's true.
Where is it? And if you turn right here, it's not done yet.
Definitely not done yet.
But right here is going to be a beautiful sun gazing area right next to the pool. So sun gazing is not being forgotten, everyone.
Never.
It could never be forgotten.
Here, let me show them a better way. Over here.
So there it is right there.
And down there is Mariposa, the butterfly suite, toucan and macaw, and our stellar views.
Yeah.
Okay, love you, family. Here's the video and construction.
See ya.
I'm moving the lime tree. They got pruned about a third of its size, and that's probably about a third of the roots. But it will stay alive. That's where it was excavated from, and this was once our morning vortex. You can still see the holy basil plants. Well, those will be out soon enough. Fortunately, holy basil grows like a weed down here, so that'll be easy to regrow. But that lime tree we're saving, and it's really going to go right where the new vortex is going to be installed. Digging the new wide angle lens on my iPhone. It's not a road we're building. It's a pool with a long lap lane, and well, we're leveling the earth also on both sides of the pool. So it looks like this crazy long runway. In-ground pool. ¿Usted le gusta así trabajar?
Sí.
¿Sí?
Bonito, sí.
Increíble. Working on the leveling. So we've been digging in the sun shelf, the beach entrance, the steps, Everything is level, the walls cut in, the ramps cut in. The drainage is almost all cut in. Over there is where we're going to put the pool house. That's dug in. And look at this dirty dog. Inca! Inca, hi! So the perimeter of the pool, they dug a canal, and they're using the canal to cement in the electrosoldera and some rebar into place. This first layer of cement is just so that the cement will adhere to the mud. Just a few hours from when I last filmed. And the lane here, 16 meters, or it's about 10 meters here, of lane and straight wall. Instead of like using a shit ton of cement, we putting styrofoam panels in. Well, that'll also help when we do the Ferrocement on top of that. It'll help us to build really straight walls. No, he's fastening the panel to the rebar. The rebar is anchored into the cement channel that was dug yesterday. Now, cement is going between the earthen wall and the styrofoam. We doubled styrofoam there because the back end is too far.
Tiene que echarle agua a esa. Va a echar agua, más está muy seco esto. No está bajando. Esta mesa destaca.
Ferrocement really is just cement. It's more about how it's applied, so it's not poured, it's not cement block, it's kind of hand troweled like he's doing. So lots of sandwiches of cement layers here. This is the cement getting applied to the electrosoldero. And then after that we put on the next layer of, well, that's called sedazo in Spanish, like chicken wire, but it's actually quite thin. Eventually we need to fasten in the floor, and so this rebar is tied in as well to the electrosodazo and the cement, so the floor will be fastened. It'll be like one big unit of electrosodazo with sandwiches of layers of cement. Whoopsies! Big rain last night. Temporary roof came down and got some water in there. The walls are basically finished, and next up they'll start prepping the floor to pour the floor. Get it out today, so poor Randall. He's just hauling arena sand down to here. These guys are rolling the cement mixer. And then Elvis and Graven are pouring the floor today. fastened to the rebar. So there's walls on the floor. So the operator's one unit held together as one unit. There's no way to pour them all at the same time. That would be ideal. The floor will all be poured in one day. So it'll dry as one large solid piece. Little by little, keep leveling.
Really cool.
See how thin that wall is? This is where one of the jets goes in. And then it's backfilled with cement. Ferrocement wall. Beautiful sunny Monday morning. This week the crew will work on the stairs, the beach entrance, the sun shelves, the border around the pool, and also the pump house. Seems like there's a lot of guys standing around. Lots of days of prepping to do the next phase of cement work, which will be the deck, the whole border of the pool and the deck. Big deck. Deck is also getting electrosodero, which is fastened to the electrosodero at the pool edge all the way here to the garden wall. Garden wall has electrosodero. Those wooden posts are going to hold up a bit of a roof. Those have to go in before the cement. The skimmers are in. The final drainage systems, like the shower where we rinse off our feet. Here we go, the cement assembly line. Pouring the deck under a tarp because it's raining.
Okay, in regards
This is the Rapeo layer. That's white cement and like beach sand.
okay, but I'm fixing the best.
And these artisans are at work on the pool border. It's Jeffrey. The deck. We did a lot of work on this wall this week. This country, you have to control water flow. It just has to happen. So they built this backside to the garden wall to send the water down the drain and out.
Boy.
And inside the pool, we're sealing with a type of impermeable mortar that goes down in these like 1-2 millimeter layers, centimeter layers. 3 coats, but it's kind of delicate putting it on because you need dry weather, which has been a challenge this week. That's the pump house, and also built from Ferrocement using electrosodera and sodazo. These guys are doing the white cement, and they did the beach rock border. I'm inside the pump house. So this was built, again, doing Ferrocement. I missed out on filming the whole process, but see how thin that wall is? It's like 1.5 inches. for when my electrician arrives. Sets up the equipment. Bang! Last day of work. All of the white cement that's the final layer of cement work, and it's really just been done so that when we apply the acid stain will go on a nice sharp, clear, brilliant color. The deck will be like a terracotta color. And the pool, going past the solar, we're going to acid stain it a black color. And then we're going to keep this beautiful border white. Last day of work. Guys, go home after this. And then the cement, all of the cement needs to cure for a month. And when we're going to go take a vacation for a month. And when we get back, that's when we do more of the artistry with coloring all the cement. And we'll do some designs. I think we're going to do inside the pool like maybe a sun in the middle there. And instead of just a silly straight line for the lapwing, maybe more like the ray of the sun. Something fun for my flip turns. I did a great job. This will be a roof of flowers. And we currently have a makeshift fence around the whole thing to keep the dogs off of this. The dogs think this is just the best playpen ever. It's not, and we need to keep it clean. So all the leftover construction material has been rigged. It's working so far. And there's the view.